Good evening, ladies and gentlemen from around the world. I'm not going to name all the countries, but it's quite a few. In Europe as well as in Asia. I'm showing you the Administrative Procedure Act. This is something you need to download and read it. Get a get a uh, get a dictionary, a legal dictionary. Okay, who am I speaking to? I'm gonna tell you this in a few minutes. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what audience I want to really get this and why. That's gonna be a jewel for you to hang around. This act is what's used by all businesses use this Administrative Procedure Act. And you're going to do business one way or another. Somebody's doing business with you, or you're doing some type of business besides uh, going to the store. If you don't have a house, then you're renting. You need to know what's in this act, especially the seniors. I see I got quite a few seniors following me. I was happy when I had a large youthful crowd. Not taking nothing away from you all seniors, but I like to think I'm not a senior, but I am. So when I got a lot of youth following me, I'm saying, yippee, I got their ear. Seniors, we got to talk to the youth, don't you? Don't we have to talk to the youth? Tell them how it was in the good old days? Well, this act tells you how to do business. For example, if you get something in the mail telling you owe somebody and you just ignore it or you forget about it or you just trying to ignore it, you might even throw it away because you made up in your mind you ain't paying them for some reason. Maybe they didn't treat you right, or the product wasn't good, or the goods bad service. Whatever the reason was, you decided you wasn't going to pay them. So you ignore their letters. That first letter was a notice, which they're required to do under this act. And if you ignore a notice, there's a legal term called silence is acquiescence, meaning you didn't tell them you wasn't the person. You didn't tell them you didn't owe the debt. You didn't tell them anything. You didn't tell them you wasn't the person. So the law is going to assume that you are. You didn't tell them you didn't owe the debt or you wasn't going to pay it. So the law assumes that you are. That's silence mean acquiescence. It means by not disputing anything, you are in agreement with whatever the claim is. They don't just take your house from you. Some of you who've lost your houses, I'm going to tell you how you lost it. You ignore the notices. You ignore the warnings. You see, you have 72 hours to cancel a contract. So if you get a notice on Monday and you haven't notified the people by Thursday, then they're just contracted with you. You've agreed to whatever they say because you didn't dispute it. I'm going to tell you how to avoid this a little later. Hang on just a few seconds more. There's things you can do to put these people in check to avoid them taking your house, foreclosing. That's robbery. But it's because you have given them the authority to do it by ignoring them. I give you another example. Let's say you're sitting in a brand new car and you get out for a minute, go somewhere, come back, somebody else sitting in your car. What do? Did you call the police? Do you say, get out of my car? Whatever you do, you got to do something, right? That's the same thing with these notices. If you don't do anything, they're going to just drive off. Well, maybe a hot wire if they don't have the keys. But they're just going to steal your property because you haven't done anything to take it back. Okay, let me spill the goods. This is how you take it back. You got to do the same thing that they was doing to you. You got to do it to them. For example, they send you a notice that you owe a debt. Within the next 2 days, at the minimum, 72 hours, you want to send them back and say, what debt? Show me the debt. I don't know you. I don't even know you. And get it notarized. Tell them you don't know what they're talking about. Show me. And if they don't send you anything, that's your stopper right there. They're not going to send you anymore. But if you ignore the first one, they're going to send you a second one. And within 30 days, they're going to have sent you 3 of them within 30 days. Because the first one, they're thinking, well, maybe you accidentally threw it away. The second one say, well, maybe the dog got it and ate it. But the third one say, you got to get this one. Can't no accident happen 3 times. It may happen 1, possibly 2, but never 3. That's why they give you 3 warnings. So if they send you another one, then you got to send them another one saying, I'm going to ask you again, let me know who you are. What is this debt? Identify yourself. Prove to me I owe you anything. Do it again the 3rd time. This is administrative procedure. First is notice. Second, you give them the opportunity to cure whatever claim is. And the third is default, meaning you defaulted. But you're not providing what I asked you, it's yours. Or for you not providing what I asked you, you don't have any claim. Now, depending how serious it is, you might want to get it certified mail or registered mail. All right, that's the key on administrative procedures. If you're a student, you have a student loan. This is the goodness I would promise you. If you're a student, you have a student loan. This works the same way. And I'm going to tell you how this works, why this works. Because you don't know nobody nothing. You never did. You already have securities. The government have your securities, and I'm not going to go through that right now. But what is credit? Don't you have credit? Everybody got credit. No matter what the score is, it's credit. What does that mean? It means that you have an account somewhere. Somebody can go and take your money, so-called money. That's another video. I talk about that. What is money? If you want to listen to those videos, you get an idea what is money and what isn't money. So what's being said is that you already paid, but you don't even know you did. So you pay again. Don't you know student loans are guaranteed by the government? What a guarantee mean? It means it has insurance on them. So if you don't pay, your insurance pays. You buy the insurance when you got the loan. This is for the youth. But you don't know that. You pay them again. And let me tell you, the people you're paying are not the ones who loan you the money. You should have copies of your loan agreement, and you just look yourself, say who's mailing you and who. Most time you got a loan through a bank. Yes, the bank paid you. Okay, who is trying to collect from you? Don't they have the education department of the U.S. government? They didn't loan you the money. They guaranteed it, so they have the money. Because they guaranteed the loan. They already been paid. They trying to double dip. So you want to know how to do it? If this doesn't assist you, I'll show you how to do it yourself. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a financier of any kind. But I can read the law. My experiences work for me. I don't have nobody hounding me for debts. This is what I use, but I know how to use it. And I'm not telling you to do what I did because you don't know how to do what I do. But I can show you the law. I'm showing you the law right now. This is the law. If you want you want to discuss it or talk a little more about it, let me know. We can talk about it. I know I got a lot of seniors there. Yeah, you need this too to get back your house. You can get it back with this. Or you can make them pay you double. Yes, pay you double. You know I'm being shadow banned. I know I'm being shadow banned. I got about 2 or 3. The content I put out is very controversial. That's why I know I have more than 2 or 3 views. These videos not even being circulated. If I get more than 10 views, I say, oh, maybe somebody's looking at my content. But I'm trying to figure this out, how to stop being shadow banned. But the few who do see this, share it, pass it around, put me on Instagram. I'm trying to figure out how to do all this. Cut it up. You got my permission to cut up these videos into shorts. Put them on your channel. Circulate them on YouTube. Go to Facebook. I don't care. Circulate. This content need to be circulated. Okay, well, that's it for now. I'm not going to prolong this. Get this act, study it, so you know how to stay free. That's what I'm talking about, staying free. Because if you allow someone to take your if you just give away your finances, then you can't blame anybody. You did it. They didn't come and take you. They didn't put a gun to your head. You thought you owed somebody. Even though you didn't know it, the loan was already paid off. So just study. That's a commandment. You know that? Study and show thyself approved. That's a law. If you're not doing that, you're going to pay. There's a price for not studying. Yes. All right. Thank you for watching. We'll talk later.